Attention book lovers, it's that time of year again for you to join the area's largest book club. Hi, I'm Andrea Copeland with Positive Channels, and today we're going to discuss The Big Read. Presented by the Jefferson-Madison Regional Library, The Big Read provides citizens the opportunity to read and discuss a single book within their community. And joining me to talk about The Big Read and its host is Sarah Hemfeld. Sarah, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Andrea.
All right, I always look forward to coming to the library. It's one of my favorite spots. All right, before we talk about the Big Read and announce, well, this year's Big Read selection, let's talk about the host.
Sure.
Because we're here at the Jefferson-Madison Regional Library, and the library has been in existence since 1972. So give us a little more of the history of the library.
Yep, we're a regional library system, so we have 8 branches and a bookmobile and the historical collection at the Historical Society. So we serve a wide area of Charlottesville, Albemarle, Greene, Louisa, and Nelson. And we serve children, teens, and adults through our things that you can check out, and also the services we provide.
Okay, and tell us a little bit about those programs and services that are offered.
Sure,
for your
we
patrons.
have story times for little kids, and we have book groups for all ages. We also have lots of craft programs. We want to be a place where the community can come together and try things out. So maybe you see something on Pinterest, but you're a little unsure of the technique or don't want to invest in the materials. The library is a place to try that out and to meet new people while you're doing it.
Okay, and these programs and services are offered at all your branches?
All the branches, and they're all free.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So those branches again are?
Greene, Louisa, Nelson, and in Emerald County we have Northside, Scottsville, and the new Crozet Library, and then in the city of Charlottesville it's the main library and the Gordon Avenue Library.
Okay. So there are lots of libraries around for you to come visit. All right, and let's talk about the relevancy of the library today with Nooks and Kindles and smartphones and iPhones. How does the library stay relevant today?
Yeah, we provide downloadable audiobooks, ebooks, and magazines so that people can take the library wherever they are. I know when I travel, I want to have something to read, but I don't want to have to bring 10 pounds worth of things with me. So you can download it from the beach, sitting on the beach, as long as you have a Wi-Fi access, you have something to read.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you obviously make it easy for those with technology to read your books, but we always want to get the community inside.
That's
the
right.
library.
That's right. So all of our branches have computers that the public can come in, and just with your library card, you can sit down and maybe do a job search, maybe connect with relatives who don't live close by. If you need to do a community meeting, we all have meeting spaces that you can come and meet face to face if you want to get off that computer some.
Okay. Okay. Wow, that's exciting. That's exciting to know because, as I said, I always enjoy coming to the library, and since I was a little girl, I have come to the Jefferson-Madison Regional Library with a little kiddie section over there. Made my way to the teens and now the adult section. So yes, the library is relevant today, but you all are keeping up with the times.
You want to keep ahead. Yeah. We're always looking for patron suggestions too. If you think there's something that you don't see at the library that you'd like to see, we're all ears. Let us know.
Okay. All right. Now, the Big Read. This is something that's done annually. So let's talk about that. This year's selection is
True Grit.
True Grit
by Charles Portis. It's the first time we've done a Western, so we thought we'd do something fun, change it up some, give us some great opportunities for programming. So we've got True Grit.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So tell us a little about the Big Read. How it starts.
Sure. This is our 8th year doing it. It's an initiative funded by the National Endowment for the Arts. They want to get people reading for pleasure again. They want to make sure people just don't leave school and never pick up a book again. So they fund these grants. We're one of 75 communities in the whole nation that gets one each year up until this point. And so what we do is pick a book. We buy lots and lots of copies of the book so you can get them at any of your branch libraries. And we've also put some out in the community at gyms, bookshops, coffee stores, little free libraries. Pick one up, talk about it with a neighbor, come to a library program, book club, and talk about it. And then come down to these fun events that are based on the themes.
Yeah. Now, how do you determine what title?
The NEA has a list to choose from, and then we take a look at the list, and then we look at what's going on locally. So it's the 150th anniversary of the Civil War this year, and there are Civil War veterans as the main characters in this. We thought that would be a good time in. So when we have the first program of the Big Read is a discussion about the true characters that show up in this, or based on real people. We're going to talk about what their lives were like and how they're reflected in the book. And then at the end of the month, we have Civil War reenactors coming, so you can see the gear and the different how they cooked and lived on campaign.
So the Big Read in another area may not necessarily be doing this book.
That's right. Kansas
I
City
see.
did this program, and they had a different take on it because they have a different relationship to the book.
Okay, so that the title selection is relevant
Localized.
to what's localized. Good
yeah.
word. All right. So tell me, what's so interesting about True Grit?
Well, I think a lot of people have seen either the 1969 John Wayne movie or the 2010 Coen Brothers movie, and
Yeah.
they're both great. But I had seen the movies before I read the book, and then I read the book. It's hilarious. It has its own sense of humor. The main character is a 14-year-old girl who jumps on a train to avenge her father's death. And then she hires this down-at-the-heels U.S. Marshal to follow them along. Something very improbable, but he weaves the story together in a hilarious way, but also really ramps up the tension and the excitement, and the snake pit gets you, and you're worried about the horse next, and by the next thing you know, the story's over and you want more.
All right. So you have plenty of these available?
We have plenty. We have more than 100 copies at the library system, and like I said, we have the free ones that we put out in the community, so look for them while you're out and about.
Okay. So use your library card to come check out True Grit at any of the libraries.
Any of your libraries.
Any of your libraries. Okay. The Big Read. I hear it gets bigger and bigger every year. So what are your
Yes,
expectations for
yes.
2014?
Well, 2014, we are doing a bigger kickoff than we have before. We'll still have the proclamations, but we'll also have pony rides this year. We'll have things for the kids to do. And then we have more kids programs this year than we've had in any other year. We have scavenger hunts at most of the branches, campfire story times, craft programs. You think of it, snake programs. You can come see a real snake at some of our libraries. Yeah.
Very family oriented.
Very family oriented, yeah. And we also tied in locally with the history of rail travel. So we're doing programs on the Crozet train tunnel, which is something that we haven't done before. We're doing a wilderness survival course, which isn't something you think about learning at the library, but we've made a partnership, and we'll teach you how to make it through the night outside.
Okay. And the library has made these programs, if you will, available that covers all the events of what's happening for the Big Read. The kickoff is March 1, this Saturday.
Right.
March 1 at the Downtown Mall Free Speech Monument.
That's right.
So when one shows up, what can they expect at the kickoff?
Yeah, we'll do the proclamations. We have a representative from the city council, and the Admiral County supervisors will be there on behalf of the other supervisors. And we'll do the proclamations. We'll have the pony rides. We'll have some refreshments. We'll have copies of the book. We'll have their friends of the library are doing a little book sale, so you can find either True Grit or similar westerns if you're inspired to read more. And we'll just celebrate the fact that the Big Read's back for the spring.
Yeah, and this is a month-long event.
It's a month-long event. In fact, we'll wrap up at the very end with a showing of the John Wayne version of the movie at the Paramount Theater. And who wouldn't want to see that movie on the big screen again?
And that's Sunday, March 30th. So at the Paramount Theater, True Grit is showing Sunday, March 30th, 2 p.m.
2 p.m.
2 p.m.
Yeah, an
Okay.
afternoon show.
So tell us, why is the library so important?
It's one of the few non-commercial community spaces.
Okay.
You come in, we'll give you a free library card. You can check out all of our materials. You can download things, and we don't ask anything of you. You want to come and sit down and just get in out of the heat or from the cold and find a place to study or to work on something, we're there for you.
You're there for it. All right. Okay. Now, you all provide wonderful services to the community. How can the community support their local library?
Well, first of all, come to the library and get a library card.
Get a library card.
Show
Come
us
to
the
the
love that
library.
way.
Yes.
But also, if you get good service or if you think the libraries are important, it's good to talk to your representatives. That's how we're funded, and that'll keep us going.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And for more information on the Big Read, you can visit jmrl.org/Big Read, or you can visit their Facebook page at facebook.com/JMRL Big Read. You can call them 434-979-7151 extension 4, or email them at bigread@jmrl.org. We encourage you, if you don't have a library card, get a library card, check out the book, be part of the area's largest book club, get connected. Lots of events going on starting March 1, including through the 30th. So plenty to do. Anything else you'd like to add about this year's Big Read or the library?
Well, come on out to the Big Read. It's going to be a really fun one this time. Some of the books we've done in the past have had really serious topics.
Yeah.
This one's more of a celebration of frontier culture and Western life. So come on out and have some fun this spring.
I will say all your topics, all your book selections have been very good. I've enjoyed every last every last one of them. So I haven't completely finished True Grit yet.
You have time.
But I have plenty of time. So Sarah, thank you so much. Thank you so much. As always, we enjoy coming into the Jefferson-Madison Regional Library, learning all about our community library. For Positive Channels, I am Andrea Copeland. Thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you at the Big Read.